I wanted to show you a quick little video on how to use Google Classroom. I know some of you know how and some of you don't, but just in case, I just posted this grades for the first 9 weeks, and over here on the side I created a topic. I'm going to go ahead and delete this topic and show you how I did that and why I did that. This news feed will get just like Facebook. It will get very congested and it'll be hard for students to find something if they need to redo. So I can add a topic right here. I'll just go back and add Unit 1. And hit add. And that gives it sort of like a folder. I don't really have an assignment to post for this, but I'm going to pretend that I do. So I'm going to click on the plus button, create an announcement. That's what I did here. And as you can see on the side, it doesn't give them an option. They can just view this file. They can't make any changes at all. It's just for their viewing pleasure. So I just click on grades. It only brings up the post that I made for the grades, and then it brings up my actual breakdown of grades. I like them to be able to see how I'm grading them and what I'm grading them on and when I'm going to take the grade. So these are the 2 grades that I am going to take on Monday that they have already completed, and I also like to tell them which category it's going to be in and what is the percentage weight. The more they know, the better you're going to be, and parents will ask them. Some may never look at this and some may just live by it. I also will have this posted in my classroom, and I do a running list of all of the grades that I'm going to take. I don't want there to be any surprises, because that's when we run into problems. So let's go back and pretend that I'm going to post an assignment. You can create a poll. It's like a question poll where you can ask a question and all the classes, or the class can answer. You can reuse an old post. Say you're in the last 9 weeks and you're getting ready for a big assessment, but you wanted to spiral something in from the first 9 weeks, so you can reuse an older post. But I'm going to create an assignment, and in this feature I can click on whether I want it just to be my second class. But since I have 2 on-level classes, I would post at the same time, because I take the same grades, give the same assignments to all my on-level classes. Now this is where you would differentiate with pre-AP or GT, or if you were doing just a specific project within first period, and so on. But since I do have little babies that have this app on their phone, I'm just going to post the second period. I'm actually not going to post, because they would think it's a real assignment that's due, and some of them may complete it before they get to class. Here you can click on which students you want to have this assignment. So if you have some assignments, some students that need intervention, you can just have certain students have this assignment, or say this is an extension and that's going to answer that 4th question. What are we going to do with the students that have already mastered the content and we want to extend? This is where we could click on those students that are advancing through your content, and we would add a title, Big Bang experiment, I don't know. And then here's your instructions. What do you want them to do? You can add instructions here. I have found they don't read this very often. Some do, but most don't. So your instructions should be on the document that you actually pull up, but you can add it here. Say please complete after the bell. I don't know, anything. You can add a due date and put it on any day that you want. You could add a time even. I know personally I don't pay attention to this. I am not good at that. Some teachers want it by a specific time. I'm just happy they get the assignment in. Here's the topics. So this is going to be in my Unit 1. So I can add the topic, but if I forgot to add a topic folder, I can actually create a new one right here. Or if you don't want a topic, fine, it's right there. Okay. So then another cool feature is you can add something from your desktop. You can just click and drag it, or here are your different tabs you can click on. You can add something from your drive. Let's just pretend, and we'll go, if you've been working on it, it would be in your recents, but since I'm not working on my first unit, I already did that on Friday during the day, and it's already gone because I've already opened stuff up. I'm going to go to my science folder, and here we have all the folders that you're used to, and here's unit 1, and we're going to do something in STEM scopes, and we're just going to put it down. Okay, this is not really an assignment, but that's just an example. So now we have some other options. Do we want the students just to view this file, or do we want them to actually work on this file? So here we can click on this down arrow, and it gives us 3 options. Students can view the file, however, keep in mind they can still go to File, Make a Copy, and make a copy for themselves. Or you can have students that can edit this file. So what this means is every student can access this file, this same document. So if this is your original and you're in love with it, don't give them this feature. However, it's perfect for collecting data throughout the whole class, but you just have to set your expectations. I did this a lot when we had any data we had to collect, when we were especially in doing anything with physics or computations, and I wanted every class to see, every student to see how the class was doing overall. So I use this feature a lot, but I set my expectations up front. You don't ever take anybody's information out. You only add information, because they do have the capability to remove data or remove anything that's in that file. This one is used a lot by me. I make a copy for each student, so it automatically makes a copy into their drive and they can edit it. And then there's a turn-in feature on their end, so when they're done with it, they can submit it to be graded. We can go over that in a little while. So say I can go ahead and assign it now. However, I will tell you again, students that have this app will see that they'll see that notification, and they'll open the assignment and they'll try to complete it before they get to your class. So it's perfect if you want them to do, if you want a flipped model and you want them to read something before they get to class, or you want them to see a certain video, or just be prepared to come to class with some information that you want to push out to them. However, I don't want them to get this until 8 o'clock Monday morning, so I'm going to click on this down arrow and I can schedule it. I can save the draft, come back later, or I can actually schedule a time and a day. So I say I want it Wednesday, and I want it at whatever time, 10 a.m. or 9 a.m. or 8 a.m. I can schedule it. Okay, so now I have a saved post. So I'm going to come up here and see right here it's scheduled to go out on August the 30th at 8 a.m. But I really don't want it to, so I'm going to delete it. Okay, you can see I've been playing with some things. But yeah, that's how you use Google Classroom. If you need anything else about Google Classroom, just let me know and I'll be glad to help.